सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. We are honored and blessed to have all of you here. We are so happy that you all came and graced the occasion. Now we will have a formal welcome address by our Seattle organizer.
Nityanandam, everybody. Welcome to Anandeshwara, Dhyanapitham Anandeshwara Temple. We are very happy that you all graced this occasion. A special welcome to the Mayor of Delaware City. So we are various organizations. Before I start that, the forecast for today was rain, possible snow, and all these things. I don't know where they all went. Actually, Sevakananda, I think, told Swamiji that Swamiji, the forecast is this, and all he said is, I will take care of it. Now we are represented by various organizations here in Columbus. ISKCON, Chinmaya Mission,
Heartily welcome.
we heartily welcome ISKCON representative, Her Grace Malati Devi Mataji. She's a direct disciple of Swami Prabhupada himself. Ishwaranji represented our Kumbh Mela in Los Angeles for Chinmaya Mission, and here for Chinmaya Mission in Columbus we have Puran Lahoti. And Swaminarayan Temple, we have Praful Shah, we welcome you. Sri Sai Temple, we have Mr. Y.P. Rao, we welcome him. Mr. Rao is one of our strongest supporters, just like everybody else. And he actually requested Swamiji from 2003, I think you visited the Sai Temple. Our priest, Ramesh Ramani, is representing Devi Temple. And Ramesh Ji has always been pillar for all the needs in the Central Ohio area. Federation of Indian Associations is a parent organization for all the cultural associations in Central Ohio. On behalf of Federation of Indian Associations, we welcome Niranjan Patel. He is the president of Federation of Indian Associations. Telugu associations have always been sending all the emails, publicizing the Anandeshwari Temple. And on behalf of Telugu Association, I invite the president of Telugu Association, Madhu Baneri. Mani, are you here? Madhu Nandita, I'm sorry. Is Mani here from Tamil Sangam? Dr. Javagat Palliyappan. For those of you who don't know, our Swamiji is, I believe, still known as Kumudam Swamiya. So Swamiji is still
Brought me to public.
right. So I'm very glad that Dr. Palla is here. With that one, I will hand over to Swamiji.
I welcome you all. It's so nice to have you all here. Kumbh Mela is the oldest function happening on the planet Earth. Still now, that's the largest gathering of the human being on the planet Earth. Last Kumbh Mela, which was held in January in the Allahabad in India, attracted 90 million people. 9 crore people gathered. 90 million gathered just for one reason, faith. Faith, and just for one reason, devotion. 90 million people gathered. That's the largest gathering recorded in the human history. This last Kumbh Mela is the largest gathering recorded in the human history. Our traditional masters, Vedic masters, created this concept of Kumbh Mela for various reasons. One, it has got social purpose, social reason. All of us gather and share our views, ideas, opinions, and create a deep friendliness amongst us. Create a beautiful positive feeling amongst us. It's a place where we share our ideas, where we meet with each other, where we share our friendliness, where we share our respect and love. It's a great occasion to share our respect and love, the Indian Kumbh Mela attracts 1 lakh organizations, 100,000 organizations come, represent, share ideas, share love, share food. One more information I want to give. 90 million people gathered, not a single restaurant. No restaurant, food is not sold. All 90 million people were supplied food freely. These 1 lakh organizations which gathered took the responsibility of sharing food. This shows the great tradition, culture of sharing love, sharing care, sharing ideas. Our great masters have created Kumbh Mela. First reason, social reason, sharing. The second reason, very important reason, reminding again and again that life is not just for outer world. There is some purpose beyond the car and the bank balance and the house which you own. There is some purpose beyond all these things. Just to remind the common human beings, the life has got higher purpose. You may call it as experiencing God, experiencing Krishna, experiencing Shiva, experiencing whatever name you may call. But there is a higher purpose. You may call it as enlightenment, nirvana, atmajnana, whatever name you may call. There is a higher purpose for the life. Just to remind that there is a higher purpose, this Kumbh Mela is organized. Third important thing, so many people gather and pray to the divine, create a positive thought that naturally creates a positive energy field which affects the whole society in a positive way. There are so many scientific evidences, scientific researches which prove if a group of people pray or meditate in the center of a city, the whole city crime rate comes down. At least 100 research reports you can see in the websites. The Transcendental Meditation Group has done such a lot of researches how they prove the crime rate of the city comes down if people gather, pray or meditate. So this is the main purpose why Kumbh Melas have been organized by our great masters. When 90 million people gather and pray, create a peaceful thoughts, that thoughts affect the collective consciousness and so much of positive energy is radiated. Recently I read a research report by a Japanese doctor, Emoto. He proves how our thoughts directly affects the water. Different rooms, he keeps same chemical quality water, goes to each room and chants a particular word. In some room he creates a negative words like a war, terrorism, anger. He goes to another room and creates positive words like a peace, silence, bliss. He goes to third room and creates the words related to Buddhist literature. And after a few days he freezes that water and photographs. He says the quality, not only the photograph, even the quality of the water changes by the word he utters. The words on which he uttered the negative words, the water on which he uttered the negative words, they look like a ghost, black. And the water on which he created positive words, they look like a diamond, shining, bright. The words on which he created the Buddhist words, Buddhist Dhamma Sutras, they look like Buddhist temples. Not once or twice, he did 300 times this research. He proves very clearly how our thoughts can directly affect the water. If one person's thought can affect and change the quality of 1 tumbler water, 90 million people creating positive thoughts, naturally the whole river will become Amrita, nectar. That is why we call during Kumbh Mela that whole river becomes Amrita, nectar. Understand? Now, hundreds of you are gathered for one purpose, world peace, peace in the individual life and in the planet Earth. So you all are gathered, all our prayers, this whole river will become nectar, Amrita, and it will radiate positive energy. So much of chantings of Mahamantra, Krishna Nam, so much of meditations, so much of prayers, so much of Vedic chanting, so so much is happening. All our positive thoughts, all our positive energy will naturally bless this whole Ohio, this whole country. God bless America. Thank you.
I request Her Grace Malati Devi Mataji to say a few words. On behalf of Chinmaya Machine, I would request Mr. Lahoti to say a few words.
Hari Om, respected Swamiji, Mr. Mayor, and devotees. This weekend is no doubt very pious and important weekend for Columbus. I moved to Columbus almost 25 years ago. There was no temples, no religious facilities, no spiritual facilities. And after 25 years, Columbus has been blessed not only with Swamiji, but temples like Swaminarayan, Jain Center, Nityananda Foundation's Shiv Temple, and Chinmaya Mission. So Columbus community deserves this credit along with Swamiji's, who have collectively participated and supported all these different activities. All of our paths may be different, but our ultimate goal is same, and that's what we are leading towards. So at this occasion, as Swamiji was mentioning, that Kumbh Mela is caring, sharing, and positive thoughts. So let's use the positive thoughts that are generated here and not only benefit the humanities, but let's start with the community we live in and try to serve the community we live in and then go globally. So thank you very much. It's my honor to be part of this celebration. And thank you so much.
Bless us on behalf of Swaminarayan Temple.
Swaminarayan, Swamiji and everybody. Yogi Divine Society and Hindu Swaminarayan Temple is extremely fortunate to have you and seek your blessings. We were all touched by your gracious presence and your simple kindness to be in our temple and make us as our first base for the Padayatra. As you have already mentioned that everything boils down to sharing and loving each other. Lord Swaminarayan, some 226 years ago, was born in a small village in Uttar Pradesh named Chapaya, and he, at a tender age of like 11 years, he started the Padayatra. He traveled the length and breadth of India from Himalayas in search of 5 distinct words, Jeev, Ishwar, Maya, Brahm and Parbrahma, until he came across a small town lodge in Gujarat, western part of India, and he was satisfied with the answers. Since then he made his base. Our 5th spiritual successor, His Divine Holiness Hariprasad Swamiji, also is carrying worldwide reform, and his own mantra is that whether one becomes spiritually harmonious or not, oh Swamiji, make me one, oh Lord, make me one. And again, it's we are extremely honored to have you in the vicinity. Thank you for choosing this as a base, and together we'll work for the same cause of loving and sharing. And again, thanks everyone.
I request Mr. Y.P. Rao to say a few words on behalf of Sai Temple.
Our Arunachala Shiva, Dharma Puja, Paramahamsa, Nityananda Swami, and all our revered guests pranams. Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai. I don't know what to say after hearing everyone. I am a layperson to speak the truth, but let me say a few things about our Swami, which I believe. Our Swami is no one else but Arunachala Shiva. And also, the lives of Ramana Maharshi, Shirdi Baba and Satya Sai Baba all are intertwined. The moment Ramana Maharshi ji left his physical frame, Satya Sai Baba was delivering the lecture. At that very split second, he stopped the lecture and told, "He has measured in me or measured in the divine light." I believe, everybody believes, so many believe, our Swami is nothing but a reincarnated Ramana Maharshi. And Satya Sai Baba has said that he is there for the transformation of the humanity, not to eliminate the humanity in war. The transformation comes to the transformation of the human heart. We cannot win a war. We cannot change the terrorism or anything, but we can change and bring peace by following teachings of our Swamiji, transformation of the human heart. That's what Satya Sai Baba said. And here is Columbus is a very, very blessed place that all the spiritual centers are here. We need the leadership of Swami in the transformation of not only Columbus, the entire Ohio, together. All of us put together, all the organizations will not only rock Ohio, but we are going to rock the United States and rock the entire world. Now, I will be very brief. We got our Sri Sai Baba Temple Society of Ohio. We got our temporary mandir. We have over 300 members plus maybe 300 to 400. We got 2 priests. We do regular bhajans and regular services and everything. Well, I don't want to take anybody's time, so I'm going to be very brief. With humbly, we request you to visit our mandir and bless all of us. We belong to your army. You are in the forefront leaders.
Our priest Ramesh Ramani is representing Dayton Temple. He will deliver a few words.
Thank you to Swamiji. I never been attended for Kumbh Mela in my life. This is the first time. I think Swamiji is mentioned for everybody is equal for the Kumbh Mela. Everybody is praising the Lord. Lord is always bless us. The boss is Lord Shiva. I saw here Anandishwara. Is an anugraha for Lord Shiva to each every one of us. Because of the Swamiji, I heard for someone also told me last week, Swamiji is mentioned for 1 year ago in Columbus, have a Shiva temple. Today is enlightened Swamiji also. Because of the Swamiji can do. That was we call it in Sanatana Dharma, Daivadhinam Jagat Sarvam, Mantrahinam tu Devatam, Deivam Manishya Rupena. Is a God always coming through the human and then do certain work, like humanly is not possible. That was with the God grace from the human being, like Swamiji is did for the wonderful organization here, and then Swami also is invoked Lord Shiva here. And Lord Shiva also, Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara. The 3 kind of work he do. It's a 4th work also is he do Anugraha. The bless is coming from the Lord. And the Swami is really wonderful. I have to be here, very honorful to Kumbh Mela. Swami is invited me. And then each one of you get the blessing from Lord Shiva. I all came from the Hindu temple of Dayton. In our temple, is 22 years ago, few doctors donated some land, and then they have a Balaji temple. It's a very beautiful, but all of you knows in Dayton temple. we want to improve this year for some puja hall and then extension of the temple also. So Swamiji also is a bless, with a blessing from the Lord, and then we will do our work best. And then all of us, we need for God's grace. There was, when you are coming to the temple, you can put all the ego outside and then peacefully come inside and then pray the Lord. That is the one purpose for all humanity we need. I'm not a good speaker in public. No. There was this Lord Shiva also, is Anugraha, and then when he have a Samarthya also. In Yajurveda, 44th chapter in the Samhita, and then the 22nd chapter is a Rudra Prashna. So we have a $2 or some money we will put in the pocket or in the bank or some safe place. In our Rishi Munis, in our Sanatana Dharma, everybody is gathered, and then what is the benefit of the humanity is only for the repeat the same name of Lord Shiva. There was this called Panchakshara Mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. There is the same name they put in the Veda Garbhodita. No, when the mother is caring for the child, her stomach, there was in the Vedas also, is a 4 Vedas, Yajur, Sama, Atharva. In the Yajur Veda, in the Madhya Bhagam, for 22nd chapter Rudra Prashna, and then they put for the Namah Shivaya mantra. There was his Swamiji's did wonderful here. And then when he came, and then I saw the Shiva and Parvati, I am very blessed. Thank you, Swamiji.
Not only the spiritual and religious organizations were supportive of our effort to bring Anandeshwara and Anandeshwari to Columbus, Ohio. Our social organizations as well were very helpful and supportive. Federation of Indian Associations, Niranjan Patel has worked with us to help for publicity and a lot of other things. So I request Niranjan Patel to say a few words.
Welcome to Ohio, Swamiji and Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much, and all the devotees. Thanks to come and join these events. And my first word start is Jai Sri Krishna, everybody, and Hare Krishna, as well as the Swamiji Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya. And the second thing I'd like to let you know about on the 17th Tuesday right here, from the governor's office, global relation, Matt Golub is going to be here to see the Swamiji here, as well as to see the temple, and everybody, like to join on the Tuesday the 17th. And on behalf of the Federation of Indian Association, I'd like to thank everybody and welcome to Ohio Kumbh Mela. Thank you very much.
Our Telugu Association has been very helpful, as I told you before, in spreading out the word about our temple and our Dhyanapeetham. So on behalf of Telugu Associations, I request Madhu to speak.
Thank you, sir. I just want to set the record straight. My name is Madhu Nandigala, and I'm the trustee. This is Madhu Bongani, he's the vice president, and the president is Vamsi Kora, he's not here. So anyway, I just want to tell some few, I'm a very practical man, by the way. So, Swamiji visited, when I was president of TACO in 2005, Swamiji visited our Ugadi function, exactly probably 2 years, 3 years from now, 2005. So, Swamiji gave a 5-minute lecture on that day. He said, forget your past and think about the future. Then you can live happily, something like that. I didn't get it. To be honest with you, at that time, I didn't get it. I was like, what? Forget past? Forget past means like, basically we learn from past and then move on. That's what we should do. And Swamiji is saying, forget past. So I could not understand. Since then, the things that happened in my life for the past 2 or 3 years, every day probably probably for the past 1 year or so I've been thinking, yeah, I should forget fast, then only I can move on. Like, the things like that. He's so practical. He's so practical. I couldn't understand it actually. He couldn't, he had only 5 minutes or 10 minutes of time on that day. Since then I've been really analyzing those things. If you keep on remembering the stuff which happened to you, which you think if this would have happened this way, it would have been nice, or if I would have done this, it would have been nice. If you keep on thinking those things, you can never move on. You can never move on in life. That's what I understood. At the end of the day, Swamiji is great. I can tell you from my practical experience. You have to see those meditations. I have not been into those meditations yet, but with 5 minutes of his lecture, I could understand so much. I can't imagine if I get into those meditations how I'll be So it's wonderful to have Swamiji in Ohio, and it's a pleasure to be here, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
I apologize for the confusion in the name. If you can get that from 5-minute lecture from Swamiji, Swamiji is here for 4 days. So please bring all your friends. There's a good possibility you're very enlightened. Dr. Jawar Paliyappan, as I told you, Kumulam has been very helpful in bringing Swamiji to the public. So not only he helped in India, now he has been helping, he has been very supportive, and he has promised that this is going to be a big thing. And from another friend of Dr. Pala, I don't know what happened to Dr. Pala. Every time I see him, he talks nothing but Swamiji. So I request Pala to say a few words.
Om Swamiji, Mr. Mayor, all my friends in this room. I just want to say one thing, which is how fortunate all of us are today to be in the presence of one of the greatest spiritual giants that India has ever produced. As you all know, India has been a cradle of spiritualism for centuries, and some of the greatest spiritual giants have come from India and have taken the message to the entire world. And we have, starting with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda, Ramana Maharishi, I can go on, and these are all people who have shown how India has the depth, the spiritual thought that the entire world looks up to. And I think in the same scale I hold Swamiji, and the fact that each of us in this room are able to get the vibrations by being in his presence, I think we will be able to tell our children and grandchildren how fortunate we have been to be in his presence. And this is a wonderful occasion, and thank you very much, Swamiji, for honoring and placing us.
Now I'm very proud to introduce our special guest, Mayor of Delaware City, Wendell Winston, to address to us.
Thank you. My name is Wendell Wheeler. I am the mayor of Delaware, and it's been a pleasure to be here today. And this is the second time that I've had the pleasure to participate in these kinds of activities. And I was here with the opening of the Yogi Divine Society Temple also in Delaware. And it's a pleasure here to be here again today to welcome you to the city of Delaware and the great honor that you bring to this group of people in this temple. The one thing that when we started out here in the front, they came around the back and they participated in the sprinkling of the water. And the water is the basis of all life. And the water that runs through here comes from many miles north of Delaware and flows through Delaware. But Delaware is blessed with much water. And that's one of the great things of life, is that we provide water here in Delaware, not only for our city, but for Columbus and many other communities around that area. I was reading your book earlier on your life, and I saw the portion about the blessing of the children. And that is where we need to help change our world, is with the blessing of the children and the guidance of them to raise them up in your faith, or all of our faith, whatever it may be, to bring on the spiritualism that we need from Christ, or whatever name we may call it. We all have a calling, and we are glad to have you here today. Welcome all the out-of-town guests. I have been able to talk to people here from New Jersey, California. I remember when we had the Yogi Vine Society opening, with thousands of people there and from all over the world, and it's you have much to be proud of here. And I thank you and welcome you to the Delaware community.
Our Swamiji will address the vote of thanks.
Thank you. No words to express our gratitude. We are really honored and blessed to have all of you. It's really, let me be open. Let me make few statements. You see, somehow unfortunately spiritual people don't get together. I think our Vedic masters know this truth. That is why they created the Kumbh Melas. That is why they created the Kumbh Melas. Kumbh Melas are like a place everyone has to see each other. Everyone has to share a smile. Everyone has to share a hug. Everyone has to share few words, few thoughts. Everyone has to stay together. So naturally, this sharing will create more love and peace and relationship. Last year we started bringing that same concept of Kumbh Mela to US. In Los Angeles we organized a Kumbh Mela where hundreds of organizations and thousands of people participated. And this year again in Ohio. Really we are blessed and honored that so many organizations, spiritual organizations and social organizations came here and blessed the occasion, graced the ceremony, and we give our heartfelt gratitude and thanks to Mr. Mayor for receiving us, hosting us in his city. So just let us carry these three things. The purpose of Kumbh Mela, caring and sharing. And next thing, remembering there's a higher purpose in the life. You may call it as enlightenment or having experience of Krishna, Shiva, Rama, Christ or Buddha or Allah, whatever name you may call it. Higher purpose for life. And third important thing, whenever you gather to do some spiritual activity, faith-based activity, so much of positive energy radiates. So just try again and again to gather and to radiate the positive energy so that not only this state or this country, whole world is blessed. So from today we are starting 3 activities emphasizing on these 3 ideas. 1, caring and sharing. We are opening a vegetarian Sattvic kitchen to all. Anybody who comes, any day will be given vegetarian Sattvic food in this place. We call that as Anna Mandir. Serving food, activity. We run 30 Anna Mandirs around the globe, giving food to the visitors and devotees in the ashrams, and mobile Anna Mandirs, giving food to the children, poor and needy in villages and schools and colleges. So now, today we have added one more Anna Mandir. We open this Anna Mandir. We welcome and request all of you to enjoy the vegetarian food which will be shared as a prasad, which is a symbol of love and care. See, in the serving of food, not only the person who gives, person who receives also shows that I am interested in taking from you. Understand? It's not that people who receive don't have food. They also show their love and their care. They say, yes, we are happy to receive food from you. By accepting the food, they accept being a guest. They accept that, yes, I am ready to be your guest. So in the serving of food, both share their love and care. And the second idea, higher purpose of life. From today, we start running regular meditation programs every day evening, which will be giving an introduction about the higher purpose of life. Every day there will be Nitya Dhyan, meditation and satsang. From today the program starts. The third idea, important idea, gathering for a spiritual cause, gathering to create positive energy. Every Sunday, every weekend we will have a gathering for spiritual purpose, to create positive energy, to create peace and bliss in every individual's life and on the planet Earth. So let you all carry these three ideas, and I thank all of you for being here, each and every one of you for contributing this positive consciousness, this whole positive energy. Now we will have a few minutes of chanting and end the program. I thank you all. Let's all pray to the ultimate divine. Let's all achieve and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
रीगं पुरमध्यसङ्घस्थं तत्राभिरग्रं दहनं वियोगस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्ततुमाधिगम्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परस्य महेश्वरः हरिः ओम्।
This is our traditional respect. Our organization. Thank you. Back. So many people are here. Thank you. And I'm going to do a bill this weekend. Sure, I'll come. I've been there. Nice. Give it back for him. Yes. Thank you for gracing the occasion. Get the next set. Thank you. Please have cover. Have prasad and go. We have prasad ready. Please, all of you have prasad. Prasad is ready in the downstairs. Annamandir is ready. Open already. Please have prasad.